Good morning, beloveds. Occasionally I do smart things. And today I've tried everything. I deleted the Facebook app and reinstalled the Facebook app. And I'm back online on the iPad. So, yay, good news! Now I just got to try it on the other iPad. Because I was just like, and you do all the things and then finally it occurs to you, okay. I'm very, very, very happy. Doing this on my phone was really frustrating. All right. I'm thinking we may be coming to the end of the Prodigal Son teachings. I'm not entirely sure, but let's see. Because I only did the stay-at-home son yesterday, so we're in the Science of Mind text in part 5 from the Teaching of Jesus. And we are on 469, and we are starting with the application of the story. Okay, but to bring the story down to our own experience, for it is a lesson for everyone for all time. We live in the midst of eternal good, but it can only be to us what we believe it to be. That right there, super important line. So give me a pause while I highlight that. Okay. All right. Because it's like you only see what you believe you're gonna see. All right. We are at the mouth of the river, but we must let down our buckets if we wish them to be filled with the pure waters of reality. We are surrounded by a spirit of living intelligence and eternal givingness, love, goodness, and power that wishes to express itself through us. There is a divine urge within, ever pushing us forward to the goal. We are also surrounded by an immutable law of cause and effect. And because of our divine individuality and the necessity of experience in order to come to a realization of what and who we are subject to the causes which we have set in motion. All is love, and yet all is law. Both love and law are perfect, and we as individuals can experience only what we are ready to believe and act upon. Yeah. All right. Next section. God can only give us what we take. God cannot give us anything unless we are in a mental condition to receive the gift. The law cannot do anything for us unless it does it through us. Belief is absolutely necessary to right demonstration. We are on the path of experience, just waking to the real fact of our true being. As we awake, we find that we are surrounded by many false conditions, but there is something within which remembers the real state. If one will sit in quiet contemplation of good as an inner experience, they will experience the good which they contemplate. They can do this only as they turn from that which is evil and dwells on the good alone. The universe will not be divided. Which reminds me of the quote that most often you see attributed to Martin Luther King. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Okay? The universe will not be divided against itself. If you want good, then you gotta focus on the good. Because where your focus goes, where your power goes. Where your power goes is what grows. If you're focused on what is, bad and wrong, you're gonna see more of that. So you gotta focus on the good and help the good grow. And it doesn't mean that we don't get all up in arms about things that are not right. But like the war on drugs shows that if you want people to get better, you focus on helping the addicts rather than focus on punishing the dealers. Because if you take away the addicts, then the dealers have nobody to deal to. And it doesn't mean that we don't punish the dealers, but you know what I mean. It's like, what do you want to grow? I want healthy people to grow. So let's create the recovery programs. Let's help these people. And the rat experiment was one of the best, where it showed that if rats had an interesting life, they had, stuff to do, other rats to engage with, then they didn't depend on the drugs. So it says something about our addicts is that most of the time they're self-medicating against something. Yeah. Okay. All right. Which is neither here nor there about the prodigal son. The universe holds nothing against us. The universe holds nothing against us. No matter how many mistakes we have made, we are still perfect beings within, and the within may become the without if we carefully train ourselves to listen to the inner voice of truth, which speaks to us in our moments of quietness and solitude. There is nothing in the universe that wishes evil to anyone. Indeed, it is only as we experience good that God is expressed through us. The more completely we realize good, happiness, and success, the more perfectly do we express God, and the more of God do we become. That is, the more does God become personified through us. As the prodigal returns to his father's house, so must we return, not with a morbid mind, but consciously and definitely, with direct intent and a complete concentration of purpose. The journey back should be fraught with happiness and a joyful expectation, for we shall be met with a smile from the universe and shall be folded into the arms of love forever. Well, now that's just a beautiful idea. Yeah. The eternal completion. Substance and supply exist eternally in the Spirit's house. Health, happiness, and success are native to the heavenly home, and God itself shall be our host. More we could not ask, more could not be given than that which has been given from the foundations of the universe. Discord, misery, and unhappiness are the result of a misuse of our true nature, and the result of ignorance. Ignorance of the law excuses no one from its effects, but knowledge clothes us in the seamless robe, while wisdom puts the ring of completion on our finger, and understanding frees us with the fat of the land. No one who has tried this has failed. It would be impossible to do so. If any have thought that they have failed, let them realize that somewhere they have fallen short of the divine calling. The truth cannot fail, for it is God, the absolute and unconditioned one, who is also the truth. Let us no longer fight the old. Let us no longer remember that we were once on the outer rim. Let us forget the past and live in the eternal present of God's happy smile. Today is good. Tomorrow will be even better. And that vista of tomorrow that stretches down the bright eternities of an endless future will all be good, for the nature of reality cannot change. All right, well, there ends the lesson on the prodigal son. So I'm going to end there because he's going to start with John 3 through 9, a new birth. So I'm going to stop there. What I love about the prodigal son teaching is that it was Jesus's way of saying, look, you know what? It doesn't matter how badly you've messed up. It doesn't matter. If you come back, you will be welcomed with open arms. If you come back in faith. Okay. So I read, I've been reading a fair amount of Jim Palmer. And he is him and the naked pastor, who's an artist, but was also a pastor. Both of them have deconstructed what they called their toxic religion. They advocate that for everybody. If you are not being fed, if you are not being served, if you are not getting what you need from the church that you attend, then it's okay to go look somewhere else. And, you know, because going back to God's house is not the church. It requires you to go within. What the church is supposed to be is a community that supports your journey, whatever it looks like for you, however messy it can be. That is what it is. It's a community. And it's one of the things that I like to say on Sunday, that, you know, that this teaching taught me who I am, and the community that I belong to, we come together to remember, to remind each other, you know, and if you've had an extraordinarily messy journey, that's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be messy anymore. You can, you know, focus on the good, because where your attention goes is where your power goes. And so the prodigal son teaching is that reminder to us that we will always be welcomed with open arms when we turn back to the divine. All right. The divine will never hold our past mistakes against us. That being said, the best apology is change behavior. Words mean nothing if the actions don't follow. So, that's it. But if we go back to our old behaviors, we're just going to go back, you know, we're going to go back to the far country. So, yeah. And the prodigal son is one of those teachings where you go, oh, that's why Jesus is the master teacher. That's why Jesus is the master teacher. Because he used the father and both of the sons, the stay-at-home son and the son who went off, to teach very important lessons about the world that we live in and the way that we live in it. So, all right. Yay. Okay. I don't know what I was about to say there. So, like I said, we will pick up on the bottom of 471 with the new birth. We're gonna have. He loves Matthew. We've spent a great deal of time in Matthew, but this is gonna be John, so we'll see what he has to say. We've still got, you know, another, I think 10 pages in the teaching of Jesus, and then we go into other teachings from the New Testament. So, all right, now's when I'm going to do the housekeeping, which is where I'm going to remind you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, and an easy way to support the center is to engage with our social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center. I'm and Creative Life Spark. I'm the Running River Ryan on the social medias that I am on. So I encourage you to go like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, engage with our social media. It bumps us in the algorithms, and we think we have good stuff to share. We want everybody to get the most out of life, you know, to become the beloved expressions of the divine that they are. You know, we can't walk the path for you, but we can definitely shine a light up on the path so you can see where to put your feet. We're not going to tell you where to put your feet. That's, you know, that's between you and the divine. So, all right. And then if you want more information about the center, please feel free to, the website is creativelife.org, and then the constant contact email, of which you get one a week. It's a real person doing it. He's not got time for more than that. Is email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the constant contact, and the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it will take you right to the person that you want, or it'll take you right to the information you want, or the person that can help you get it. I'll figure it out in a minute, right? Okay. Okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a Tuesday, a heat advisory day. No, heat warning day. It's supposed to be 102. So, drink plenty of water, stay out of the heat. If you feel like you're getting too much, go find somewhere to cool down. Take care of yourself. Wear your sunscreen. Get your stuff done that you need to do. If you're going to be out, do it early. Drink plenty of water. Did I say drink plenty of water? Cuddle your fur baby. Call a friend. Take care of yourself. Have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right, beloveds, explore the truth of your being. Forget everything anybody has ever told you about yourself and get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because the person that the divine knows you to be is good, which was the whole lesson of the prodigal son. The person that the divine knows you to be is good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.